Hello and good morning, Roosters. I'm Mix Bustos, welcoming you to another episode of your new morning habit. This is Brewed Awakening. Now, this year has been physically and mentally taxing. Well, things are looking up, but thanks to the positive news on the development of COVID-19 vaccines, there is a possibility that the current status of the world will stay on for a couple of more months. The best thing to do now is to maintain a positive approach to life. And joining us this morning to help us meditate on life's great possibilities is mental health advocate Olivia Lu Kiao, more popularly known as Miss O.
Filipinos are known for being resilient, flashing that signature smile even amid the hardest of times. But with the pandemic coupled with the devastating effects of recent calamities, it's time to take a step back and continue the discussion on mental health issues affecting Filipinos. Let's tackle that and meditate on life's great possibilities with mental health advocate Olivia Yao on the next episode of Good Awakening, the web series, this coming Monday at 9:30 a.m.
And let us introduce our special guest for today, Olivia Lu Yao or Miss O. Hi, Miss O, and good morning.
Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing this Monday morning?
Doing good. I hope you're doing good also. This is a good way to kickstart. Of course, thanks to Kickstart Coffee. Kickstart our Monday, kickstart our week. Where's your coffee, Miss O? There you go. As we get re-energized, we set the mood and set the tone right when it comes to tackling, of course, our mental health. One thing is for physical, right, Miss O? But another thing is to be able to strengthen our mental health. I just want to get your take on this, Miss O. Of course, everything that has happened, ECQ, MECQ, GCQ, everything that has, everything that has really we really experienced in the Philippines when it comes to those quarantine restrictions. But now it seems like we're back to normal. Businesses are getting back. Economy is kind of getting back. At the same time, what is your take now on the Filipinos' disposition, our disposition, when we tackle or when we handle this pandemic?
Well, okay. First things first, okay. I want everybody to keep in mind that COVID is still a real big threat for all of us, okay? So even though we are back to normal, I want you guys to still make sure that you're taking care of yourself, following your safety protocols. Not because like it seems like everything's slowly going back to normal that you're going to forget about wearing your mask properly, disinfecting your hands, and practicing proper social distancing. I've been seeing a lot of commuters who have kind of like become more lax when it comes to this. And please be reminded that we are still in the midst of a pandemic. So I need your mindset to be on right, okay? That you are still taking care of yourself and your family, because at the end of the day, it's not just about you. Your immune system might be good, your immune system might be strong, and that's why you're not getting affected by this. But what about the children in your household? But what about the seniors in your household? And this takes a lot of mental strength and that focus, diba? Na, oh, hindi lang to para sa akin. Oh, paano yung mama ko? Paano yung mga anak ko? Their immune system might not be as strong as mine, especially like with Migs. Migs has a newborn baby, right? So you might want to, it's very important that your head is on right. Now you're just not just thinking about, oh, I'm okay, I feel great, my wife and I are strong people. Okay, our immune systems are strong, but what about your newborn baby girl? So you might unknowingly expose her to things if you're not properly thinking na, oh, we're still in the midst of a pandemic. So that mindset is very important, because that mindset will also keep keep you strong and steadfast in going the right path. Kasi
Yes.
mahirap yung parang nag-relax ka na, okay na, parang feeling normal na, 'di ba?
Correct. Correct.
Feel some relief. You feel some relief na parang, oh, I can go back to the mall. Oh, I'm going back to the office. Oh, we can probably go out na now. But I see a lot of people na parang, oh no, because they're cutting kate to go out na, because they're craving for socialization, and all of a sudden they're back in the bars or in the cafes, and they're taking off their mask once they're in there, not realizing that there's a lot of other people there who might not be as safe, who might not have tested, who might have not followed protocols. So this takes a lot of mental strength to be cognizant na hindi lahat ng people around you are safe, okay?
Yeah.
So, pero bakit nangyayari to? Bakit nangyayari to? Right? Kasi people, it's been what, 7, 8 months of us just being cooped up inside our household, diba? So, parang we're craving so much already. We're craving environmental stimuli. We're craving socialization. We're craving to go back to our old ways. So we're kind of like wavering, 'di ba?
Yeah.
Parang okay na yan. I'm pretty sure they're being safe naman, pero not everybody is being safe, 'di ba? So kailangan natin na maging steadfast and to put our heads on right. Now this is all about perspective, okay? So if you put that mindset, or if you shift your mindset into not just thinking about you but thinking about the people around you, this is going to be a lot easier to implement, okay? So there are many different things kasi that's going on in our heads right now, because this has been a very stressful time for everybody was grieving or is still grieving the loss of their freedom, or yung loss ng parang to do what they want to do, right? We're also grieving the social interaction. A lot of the times kasi people are just relating or associating grieving with losing somebody or a loved one, right? But actually, we were all grieving. We were all going through the stages of grieving when we went on a lockdown. And if you think that this is hard on you as an adult, it's even harder for the kids, because it's hard for them to grasp fully what's going on. All of a sudden, oh no, why can't I see my grandma? Why can't I see my teachers? Why can't I see, my friends? So this is a very hard thing for them to grasp. A lot of people have lost their jobs, right? For a good period of time over there, the jeepney drivers didn't have any source of income. So this is a lot of stress for them. They don't know where they're going to get their pampakain ng anak. And then we went on online education for the kids. And coming from a place of privilege, we need to acknowledge our place of privilege. If we have Wi-Fi, if we have, all of the technologies. But what about those people who can't afford it? Or they might have been able to afford to get their children cell phones to go to school, pero yung pang-load para makakuha sila ng Wi-Fi connection or ng data connection, that's another struggle for them. So there's a lot of things going on in our heads. Aside from us grieving and aside from this stress, masyadong maraming nag-a-affect sa mental health natin, di ba? Kasi mahirap to think straight if you are on, an emergency mode, or if you're just on survival mode. Lalo na, it's not just pandemic. There's the natural disasters ngayon na nangyayari, di ba?
Yeah, Miss O, just want to get some perspective, or maybe I'm just a little bit curious also. You mentioned about we're kumbaga deprived tayo eh, right? We were grieving inside, you mentioned, when we were in lockdown for the first couple of months. But then now, when we seem that it's like back to normal, I just want to ask you, where are we now, do you think, when it comes to our quote-unquote mental health? Are we better off? Are we, when we see things that are normal, and sometimes COVID doesn't make the headlines na nga eh, right? When we get to go out, when we get to do what we want na, do you think that we are slowly getting back? What do you think about that?
Actually still adapting. we are still transitioning, right? Because it is a weird place we are in. So we're feeling like we're going back to normal, but the risk of COVID-19 is still very much real, diba? So we are caught in that limbo. Oh, am I gonna start behaving like it not like there's no risk for COVID-19 na because we're craving na maging things back to normal, or do I still have to go ahead and practice all of the safety protocols? That's why I was telling everybody, you guys need to remain steadfast, and um your mindset needs to be on that track na, oh, I need to keep my family safe, because it's easy to forget. It's easy to forget that we are still in the midst of a pandemic, right? Because we are wanting that relief. We are wanting the relief na parang, I just want everything to be back to normal. So we're kind of like in that confused state when it comes to our mental health, right? Na, okay, pandemic is still real, pero I feel like things are going back to normal. So how do I act? How do I act about this?
Mhm. All right.
So
So
which
yeah.
a little bit harder, which can
Mhm.
be a little bit
Mhm.
harder. All right.
Yeah. So now, Miss O, to whom do you most empathize when it comes to maybe society, when it comes to mothers, to college students, when it comes to the workers?
Well, everybody actually, I empathize everybody because everybody's affected. There's no one population that is more affected. You know, everybody has their own journeys, diba? Sabi nga natin, everybody's going through their own journeys, and we cannot just dismiss or diminish everybody's journey. So, but
Yeah.
like as a parent and family education and empowerment consultant, of course, I see their burdens or the effect on all of my patients more, diba? Kasi when they consult with me, I see parents having a breakdown, especially for the special needs kids parents who are now having to do online education with their kids, and they're not equipped for this. So I see talaga na sobrang hirap balancing work from home and then now having to help educate their kids, 'di ba? And then their behaviors are escalating. So I see the plight of the parents more. But also because Miss O does a lot of advocacies outside of her practice, I see the jeepney drivers. Sobrang kawawa. Some of them talaga wala na. They don't even have houses to live in. They're living inside their jeepneys. Their families are living inside their jeepneys, right? So there's a lot. Everybody's affected by this. But ang gusto ko lang sana na, how can I say it? I want to encourage everybody actually to start maybe curating, you know, curating their social media, curating the people that they surround themselves with, so that they can move their perspective from going from doomsday perspective to a more positive perspective now that we are slowly going back to normal. And how do you do that? You need to what? Shift and make replacements in your life para mas maging okay yung tingin mo sa takbo ng buhay mo. Kasi if you're just gonna go ahead and go on that survival mode pa rin, or you're dwelling on our current situation, it's going to be hard to move forward.
Mhm. All right. So before we get to social media and before we get to the effects of a social media, Miss O, you mentioned about parenting. You mentioned about also adjusting to the new norm, right? So when we were maybe a couple of months ago or a couple of months, we were talking about adjusting to the new normal when it comes to digital, when it comes to video conferencing, learning from home. Ngayon naman, dapat kahit paano we have already adjusted. Do you think that people, do you think that the society, now that we've adjusted, is already accepting, right, this new norm for the months or maybe weeks or months to come? Do you think that this is something that we can all live with now that we
Yeah,
have adjusted and accepted?
I think so. A lot of people are still in denial. Definitely, a
Yeah.
lot of people are still in denial. That is something that we need to acknowledge, right? But I think that people are now adapting to this. You know, even the lolas and the lolas are now learning how to use Zoom, diba? Or learning how to use StreamYard. So a lot of us are now adapting, but it will take some more time for everybody to fully embrace this and make it part of their daily lives. Now, a lot of us are still hoping that, oh my gosh, hopefully when this vaccine comes out, that we will be, we can go back to how it was. So, but for right now, what I keep advising, my patients and everybody else, I keep advising them to be mindful, be mindful of what you currently have, live in the present and enjoy it, right? Hindi yung parang you're always thinking, sana ganito na lang ulit. Too much, parang kasi it creates anxiety eh. It creates anxiety, or they get depressed, or they feel so sad when they start to reminisce all the time of how things were. So I tell them, be mindful, be grateful of what you have right now. Be grateful that you have, you're able to talk to your family via FaceTime or through Facebook Messenger. Enjoy what you have right now. Enjoy what you have with your kids right now that they are here at home. Take it. Take the opportunity to get to know them as students when you see them or observe them going through their online class. Observe their strengths, observe where you feel like you can help them more, so that when they go back to school, they're a little bit more, what do you call this? They've gotten the help that they need so that they can thrive better, diba?
All right. So, Miss O, now you mentioned about social media na, di ba? You talked about curating, etc. But let's get first to the bottom of it. Let's get first to the effects maybe on what social media brings or what social media does. Ngayon ba, has this time really affected people on the way we think when it comes to going to social media too much, maybe? Is that the word, too much? Or have we consumed so much content on social media during the time?
On the average, an average person spends at least 10 hours on social media every day. 10 hours, can you believe that? And why is that? Oh my gosh, like what do we do? We can't even, like, when we're just sitting down, when we're just, when we're not doing anything, what do? We scroll through our phones on Facebook, on Instagram. Scroll lang tayo ng scroll kahit wala tayong tinitinan, 'di ba? Scroll lang tayo ng scroll. But this all affects our psyche. 'Di ba? Kasi yung mga nakikita natin doon na what do you call this? We absorb it. So if we actually this can cause a lot of worry, this can cause a lot of stress. There's a lot. And don't get me wrong, social media has a lot of positive effects on us, because it brings us awareness to the people who need help, like with what happened with the what do you call it, the Baguio, right? Now we know that Cagayan, they need help in Cagayan, they need help in Bicol. The doggies also need help, diba? Pero this can also be quite depressing or quite anxiety provoking for a lot of people. So, and then the news about COVID, parang feeling natin, oh, it's never gonna end. So this can have a lot of effect on us, right? It affects us in so many ways that you may not be even aware of how detrimental it is to you. So what I suggest is you curate your social media, right? So if you have like if you follow certain pages and all you see is some negative what do you call this, negative news all the time, maybe put them on mute. Or if you have a friend na wala lang ginawa kung hindi mag-post ng negative comments about maybe the government, or how why do people post when they're donating stuff, nagpapapansin lang, very negative perspective, 'di ba? Yung parang lahat na lang masama, wala nang ginawang mabuti yung mga tao. Right? What you can do, you don't need to away them, okay? You don't need to fight with them or to call them out or anything. If it's really affecting you so much, just put them on mute or unfollow. You don't need to unfriend, and you definitely don't need to create this whole drama of I'm unfriending everybody na ganito ang ginagawa sa social media. No, you don't need to do that. You can slowly distance yourself from these people, right? You can put them on mute. You can unfollow them. And when you are in the right mental state, you can just maybe from time to time check on their pages, okay? Because what you want on your social media feed is something that uplifts you, motivates you, makes you see the brighter things in life, especially now because it's so hard, right? It's so hard to to find something that motivates us now. Why? Because our schedules are what? Not being followed. Our routines are gone, diba? So medyo mahirap talaga to get up in the morning and feel excited to do things because for a lot of us, we get motivated by the weekend. We get motivated, okay, in a month's time, I have a break from work. I'm going to go to the beach. But for the past 7 or 8 months, we are just here at home. Walang recharge time. Okay, so it's very, very difficult. So now, even if what's going on in our social media, sobrang negative, then that doesn't allow us to have an outlet, then yeah, like that video, see me, I'm just passing ball. Because before, I would be able to, like, go ahead, take a break from my middle of my workday, and I'd pass ball to somebody, but I can't do that inside my house right now, right? So
Yeah.
what I can do is I can actually play games on social media with my friends, but only to those with those friends who are what, who are positive influences to me. Remember, guys, jealousy, sadness, inggit, those are very addictive emotions. And that is why sometimes we perseverate, diba? Parang obsessed tayo dun sa feeling na yun. That's why we like K-dramas. Kasi it invokes a lot of emotions sa atin. So, ano nangyayari pag may naiinis tayo na person sa social media, we pick on it. Talagang parang hours na, nandun pa rin tayo, and we nitpick everything. Parang, oh, look at this girl. Sabi niya, she's modest. O sabi niya, she's helping pero nagmamayabang lang. Or she's making us feel like we're poor or things like that. Because these feelings are addictive. And it requires a lot of self-awareness from us and a lot of self-discipline to go ahead and put a stop to this, unfollow them, so that we don't just go ahead and foster this feeling within us.
Yeah. All right. So lastly, Miss O, as we of course, well, it's a quick discussion. It seems like a quick discussion, but we're already wrapping up because of course for our viewers, I also learned a lot on how we should tackle mental health and how we should take action. But you mentioned also maybe easier said than done, diba?
It
To have this mindset, how to do this, how to do that. But how does one actually do it? What does it take for someone to get out and have that positive mindset?
Oh, you know what, Migs? I know that I've covered a sobrang daming scope agad in just a little bit of time, and can be quite overwhelming for a lot of our viewers, right? Maybe next time we can go konti-konti, more detailed next time. But how do you go about this? Well, it takes a lot of self-awareness and brutal honesty. Okay, kasi you might be aware of your behavior na, or of certain feelings that is going inside of you. Pero if you're not brutally honest with yourself that you need to address this, you won't be able to do anything about it, right? Kasi you're in denial. So you need to be brutally honest that you need to change something. Now, the how-tos, I suggest to shift your mindset to a more positive mindset. The first thing that you do is shift your communication style, the way that you talk. A lot of us go, ay, sana. Or we go like, don't do this, don't do that. What I want you to start doing is shift your communication style to a more positive communication style. Meaning, when you talk to your kids, as simple as talking to your kids, right? Instead of telling them, don't run or don't do this, tell them exactly what you need them to do. You tell them, okay, running is all done. Please sit beside mama. You tell them exactly what they need to do, and then you praise them. Good job for sitting beside mama. So now you are fostering, or you're trying to develop a more positive environment, not only for you but for your kids, right? For everybody. So you are now being a good role model also to your kids. So then their communication style also shifts. So instead of a child going, no, 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 they go tell you exactly what they need. They go, no, mama, I want blank, right? So medyo mahirap siya, ha, kasi sanay tayo na parating na sabi, I don't want this, I don't want that, don't do this, don't do that. So, but instead of, so this shift na parang sabihin mo yung gusto mo in a nice way, is, it sounds simple, it might even, it might be, how can I say it? It might be simplistic, pero mahirap siyang i-implement kasi it requires a lot of what? Conscious effort. So
Mhm.
that simple shift of to a more positive communication style can actually help you shift your mindset to a more positive mindset. So konti-konti.
Mhm. What about longevity, di ba? When we accept, when we go for the konti-konti, how do we actually sustain that?
Sustain. It's yeah, exactly. So this is where you're going to need accountability partners, right? So it can't just be you. You need to actually kind of talk to the people around you and say, "Hey, I'm trying to do some inner work." Make them aware, right? That you're trying to do some inner work and that you're trying to change the way that you're talking so that they can call you out. Hey, I know that you told me that you're trying to shift your communication style to a more positive communication style. So but for the past couple of days you've been going back to the way that you were, so that you're made aware when you're going back to your old ways. So make sure that you have accountability partners. So
All
like with
right. So
me, it would be your wife, right?
correct. All right. So much learnings as always, Miss O. Miss O, maybe to our viewers, final message of positivity and of course strengthening that mental health.
Okay, so to me, my last message for you guys is, meditation, mindfulness, that takes practice. All right, so I ask you to be in the present, to be grateful for what you have instead of always kind of like looking at those things that you don't have or that you want to have. Be grateful for what you currently have and thoroughly enjoy it. Meaning, even if you're washing the dishes, thoroughly enjoy that activity instead of thinking, oh, kailangan ko pa maglinis ng banyo. Oh, I need to madali kasi gusto ko manood ng Netflix. No, enjoy that activity because actually it is proven na washing the dishes is a very sensory activity and it actually can promote relaxation. So when you're doing something, just focus on that. Meditate, be mindful, be grateful, and then slowly as you keep practicing this, it will become something more. Okay, but also be kind to yourself. You have to be kind to yourself because it is not easy. Konti konti. So even if you fall back to your old ways, try again, move forward, keep moving forward, don't be discouraged.
All right. So I like that. I really resonated with that, Miss O, because sometimes you mentioned that there's no designation already between work from home, and you have to do
Mhm.
everything. And sa sobrang haba ng checklist, right, that you need to do, you get overwhelmed. I need to do this. I need to do this, and you don't enjoy it anymore,
Next,
right?
that is
But
why you need a schedule. You need a schedule so that you don't feel so overwhelmed. Make sure that you schedule everything so you don't try to do everything all in one day. So pace
mhm,
yourself. Pace
correct.
yourself, okay?
All right. So thank you for that. Thank you for those learnings and insights, Miss O. Miss O, if you have anything to plug, where can our viewers find you again? Of course, to know more about your advocacies.
Oh, definitely. Please follow me on my Instagram account. It's Miss Olivia Yao, MS period OLIVIAYAO. So that's wrong. So it's MS period Olivia Yao on my IG. And then you can also follow me on my Facebook page, Miss OMISSO. All right. And if you guys have Kumu, please do follow me. I have regular shows on Kumu actually that wherein I talk a lot about mental health, parenting, behavior, business, and even your love life, right? So for Kumu, it is MISS period O. So please do follow me on my different social media platforms.
All right. So there you have it. The kettle has whistled. And before we go, we'd like to thank the guys behind Project Ripple. Project Ripple is a movement that aims to inspire passion, productivity, and purpose through a learning platform. We'll see you again next Monday, same time, for another episode of Brewed Awakening. I'm Mix Bustos. Stay safe and God bless.